Okay, some technical glitches, so we're just trying to get started.
Maybe we can start with the Workathon team's introduction.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, hi, my name is Anandi. I'm 16 years old and I'm interested in reading, writing, and crochet.
Hi, I'm Ashima. I'm 17 and I'm interested in like crafts and making stuff.
Hi, I'm Anushil. I'm 13 and I like exploring the world, traveling and other stuff, planes, music, birds, and yes.
Hi, you maybe already know me. I'm Aris. I'm here as a part of Workathon. So,
Wait, so introduce now properly.
okay, so I'm Arush. I'm 13 years old, and I have a couple of interests that I like working on. So, yeah.
So what are you guys going to do today? And start.
You guys have the script, right? So you guys can. So. Yeah. So basically, we decided on this group project. So we decided on this group project, which is going to go which we plan to do. So would you guys like to share the journey, Anandi and Ashima? And also Anushil.
Yeah, so our idea for the group project is that we're basically going to go to the village, the nearby village, and we hope to talk to some of the villagers and get a story from them, listen to their stories, and then reenact it, either with some drawings or ourselves. And then, pardon? Someone saying something? Okay. So, and then we reenact it somehow, and then we will film it and post it online. So yeah, that's the basic outline of what we're planning on.
Yeah, so that's the thing that we are planning to do. So tomorrow we are planning to go to the village and meet people and ask for their stories. So yeah.
Can I understand what's the purpose of the project? You told us what you guys are doing, but what's the goal?
Yeah, so the goal is to connect with the village and get to know them better and basically reenact it and use our skills to make a short film kind of thing. So that's what we
but what's the
decided.
purpose of that? The question is, what's the purpose of that? Meaning, this is again, what are you going to do? You're going to connect with them and reenact it and create a movie. But what's the purpose?
So the purpose, of course, is to gain some skills in terms of working as a group, and also to learn more about the villagers and how they lead their lives. yeah, that's the main two reasons that we wanted to do something like this, especially because the two of us are from big cities, so it's a little bit more of an exploration as to how people lead their lives here. Yeah.
More people can ask more questions if these guys are okay being asked questions.
Yeah, of course.
So, do you
Ready to
have
be
any
fired.
specific topic to ask the stories on, or you're like some random stories, or you have any topic specifically?
So we don't have anything specific, but we would like to look at people who have like more of turned their passion into profession, or their passion into business, or just a part-time job or something like this. So yeah.
If I'm getting a sense that you are trying to find out stories of people who have converted their interest into some kind of business or profession. Okay, so you
And
want
not
to
very necessarily, because like we thought that like we are just assuming that there are less people in the village who are actually turning their passion into profession. So yeah, we're just still assuming. So we have to go there out in the field, and we're going to get to know. So
Are you guys narrowing down like kind of make more narrow down the audience? I mean, like the people you want to ask to, like age group or something like that, or anyone you find.
We want to ask people who were sort of older, mostly because those people tend to have a few more stories to have. So yeah, probably older people, maybe 50, that's if you want a specific number. But yeah, basically an adult who's, yeah.
maybe somebody's interviewing people like me.
Yeah, why not like the young people? Like presently, we are also in the same journey. Like I'm just like you can ask anyone else. Ah, youth of the village. Maybe you can also try asking the youth of the village, because you can try their views and how they are thinking about this whole thing also maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you. We will talk to people, but I think the people that we're going to start talking to first will probably be adults. But obviously, we do want to have a more diverse set of people that we're going to take stories from. So yeah.
How many stories are you planning to collect? Like, did you guys set any target or something, like 20, 30, like that?
yeah.
Probably like a few stories. Like we haven't exactly given ourselves a goal, but like say 5 or 6 stories, so we can have options. Or if we only find one, then probably go with that or something else. But given enough that there's some variety for us to choose from, but like we're probably not going to search very long. Or anyone wants to add anything?
Okay, guides, you don't feel shy. You can also ask questions.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Any thoughts from the other guides?
Maybe they're taken by surprise. They didn't expect this to be there.
New faces, so that's really nice.
Okay, I think we can move ahead. It's already 7:15. So thank you guys. And if they have any question, they can always come back to you all, right? As in not just now, anytime later, tomorrow, if they have suggestions or anything. And if you also need help, now you know that there are more people out there to guide you or help you or support you. Cool, super, thank you.
So yeah, today we are kind of presenting our portfolio. Some of us have made almost, each one of us made our own versions of things, which we'll be sharing and explaining. So I have made one in the format of a website. So I'll just kind of just go with the flow of what are there. So there, as you can see, I've started off with myself. And also, this is not the final website. This is still work in progress. And there are also a few things that I wanted to ask, which I'll do in a little bit later. So I started off with a little explanation of myself, and then the skill set and the tools, and my design history, how I've explored different branches of design and what I did till now, and then the recent project which I've worked. And here I gave a summary of all the different projects that I did or in different branches of design, and then like a little education about what I did. And then these were the videos that I did as part of daily workout. Like I took each different aspects of design and I made videos on that. Like some of them were observations, some of them were creating something new. And then my contact info. So each of these things, like be it project or recent project or about me, it would take to, like, if clicked on it, it will take to the new page. And then here are my projects. And in that projects, this is the format which I have used. I've started off with requirements. What was the requirement of the project, be it even client project or my personal project, and then the process that I've used to do the project. And then the learnings. In this learnings, I didn't try the only technical stuff, but I've also added my personal learnings that I've got from that project. And then the tools and techniques which I have used for that particular project. So this is the same format for any one of the projects that are there. And for some of them, I've made blog on a detail on how my thoughts of the project, which I've also linked, which will take to that particular blog. And then there is also about me, where I shared on how this journey started and how it went and how I'm exploring now. And I've also mentioned about deep diving, Coversity, as well as like recently I was in a very confused state. And then after coming kind of a little moving ahead from that state, I've realized how that confused state was really helping me. I didn't felt it when I was confused, but later I could feel that. So I just felt like adding that also about me. And then at the end, I kind of conveyed that I can learn things based on the requirement, and I can learn things based on the requirement. This is the portfolio which I have made for now. So this is the first version, and this is the second version which I have made recently. But I have questioned out whatever it is called as, which is so this one which you have seen just now, this website which you have seen now is done from scratch. I have designed this whole website without a template. So now I'm thinking if I should use a template or not, like make another one with the template where I just have to add some text and pictures of myself. That's all. Because if I use a template, it would be more neat, clean, and visually much more appealing. And so yeah, that's the advantage. And why I chose to do from scratch was that I am into UI UX branch, and if I don't design my own website, what kind of a UI designer would I be? So that was the thought that I had. And also the website which I'm sharing, which I have built, would carry my personality, would carry at which level I am in the skill that I have. And also the other reason is like I was looking for internet for inspiration for the websites, and I found a template which was used by one of the designer I follow on Instagram. After seeing that she kind of used the template, all she did was fill in the blanks kind of thing. I completely lost the impression I had on her because she just used the template and she didn't create. So I didn't like that. So that's why I wanted to make my own website, but now it wasn't visually very appealing. So I'm thinking if I have to do a template website, I'm confused on what to do. Some sharing thoughts, suggestions would help. And any other thoughts regarding the website which you have seen, the content, or what else I can add? Anything is welcome.
The workathon guys can grill these Cohort people, okay?
Also guides, huh?
Yeah, also guides.
So I like the conflict, and obviously I'm in no hurry to resolve it. I would say talk about this conflict to different people, including the ones who you follow. Ask him or her, ask in other forums, what do they think? How would the design world see it as that? Do they place value in you doing it from scratch, or do they place value in seeing the presentation? I don't know. That's your conflict. Enjoy it. And in fact, your website can start with that conflict upfront, that this is my conflict. As of now, fresh, taja, up-to-date conflict.
Yeah, I just want to add, Shreya, you have done the right thing. I mean, originality is very important, and you're taking the right steps to do that. So I will still encourage you to be in that mindset. So whether it's a template or you want to do something on your own, I think originality matters. So I will encourage you to stay strong in that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to have same thoughts, Shreya. Go ahead.
Yeah, I will go ahead, but with what is the confusion?
Sorry?
Nothing, never mind. I was also thinking like if I should add the interviews that I did of few people within like from as part of community, like Peter Gray interview I did, and something else also I did. Like if I add, would that show some that like I also have some communication skills and interaction kind of thing. So I was also thinking if I should add that part also or not.
Sorry, Shreya, in interest of time, so you will have a lot of questions, which is awesome. I think let's use Discord because then the first person takes up a lot of time, then the others get pressurized for
Sure.
time. Let's move ahead. Let's see 7:25. Yeah. Thank you, dear.
Yeah, I'll go next. Yeah, this is my portfolio. I kind of put it in a PDF format. It'll like move from up like this, what do you call? Vertically, downwards. So, but now the presentation is slightly, but slides wise, but yeah. This is the cover. This is about me. About like little backstory of my baking, how I started and all of that. And then I like these are just few I guess, but I'll add more. Just now I didn't add the pictures, but this will be the format. Like I wouldn't say format also. I'm still working on how the layout, the colors, and all of that. But the overall is like this. So continuously pictures will come. And then after like few works, I was planning in all of these pictures, I'll add like when I talked to one of the bakers, she suggested in portfolio try to include cakes, breads, and cookies because these three are like fundamentals. She said so, but I did not really experimented a lot of with the cookies, so I'm just sticking to breads and cakes along with other good baked stuff I did. So like around six photos I thought I'll put of all of them. And then these are the few projects I did, and so little pictures and details and what I have learned from it. I really didn't go more in personal wise what I learned, but more on the baking part only. And and then skill set little and then little about the education and what I'm part of and contact me. It's everything. I mean, like the whole. I'm still working on the visual. Like in few slides, the text is really lot and all. I'm still working on the visual wise, but this is the flow on the content. Content. Yes. Only few thoughts that I had with this was that like everyone were very brief. Like I did not direct them anywhere. Like with my blogs or something. Maybe I still thinking like should I include it or not. So the projects that I thought I'll include, but what else should I include? Is it too less, too more? I'm just in that zone. Yeah.
I think there was a visual impression. Yeah. So I think there was a little visual impression that what have you done and your works and things, which is quite nice. But I would like to also have a little more like text about like the person you are or you want to pursue in this and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wrote that in about me. Maybe you can read it. I'll share in Discord. You can read through it, like everything. But yeah, I included that in about me, and I felt the whole vibe was like I was like talking, and it was like I felt more. It was like a story that I was like telling them, and that was something I really liked in my portfolio.
Are you planning to include videos or any link them to your YouTube in any sense? Any thoughts on that?
I don't like my YouTube channel at all.
Okay.
So I don't really want to include that. But maybe I was thinking blogs. I'll include here and there.
Maybe Srijani, you can come up with a list of 13 different things that you can include in this. And then once you have the list in front of you, you can choose which one to sprinkle where. And see if the whole thing can look in a more magazine-y format, things popping out here, there, little style, little color there.
Visual, yes.
Yes. But yeah, I am sure you can add 13 more
13
things.
things, I didn't get it. Like 13 things for what?
That you have to think. What else? What other 13 things you can add? Yeah, you have to think. No? I'm not saying I have to.
Portfolio only.
Yes. In this only, you know what all you have included. Now add just 13 more things. That's all. 13 is a lucky number for you.
Okay.
Yeah, Srijani, one more small advice. Your overall slide is with a lot of crowded words. So you might want to trim it down to. And you have done some fantastic YouTube videos, Srijani, in the initial days of Cohort City. I think you can put a lot of shots of yours. This YouTube shorts. I think you have.
Have you put your Cohort City experience?
I actually wanted to include that, like the Cohort City experience and the cooking experience I had. Yeah, I wanted to include that too, but I didn't. But yeah, I can add that with the 13 things I can add in my portfolio.
No, that's not counted.
No.
Okay, I think we can proceed to the next one. We can.
Give Eden a minute. He's setting up.
Who is up next?
Eden. Can you see, guys?
Yeah.
Like I made like a slide kind of thing.
Can you maximize the screen?
First, I just put my name and my portfolio, and then I wrote a little bit about me. And then I wrote about my experience. I need to do some more. This is like basic. And some of my skills. And also I have some links which I did some company analysis. And I also mentioned those links also. And some of my pictures of my profit and loss. And how I invest in a company, how I research. Those all I have just made like a small sentence. And then my contact. So like I need to do some more. This is like basic I have done. Oh, you can share.
Do you want to introduce photography as well? Since
I'm doing that. I haven't completed that. I mean, I haven't started that. I'm just trying to finish this and I will go back.
So Eden, you're going to continue with photography or what's the plan?
Yes, I have been starting that photography portfolio. There's nothing means next person can share.
I'll go next.
Wait. So Eden, we need some. I would like to see some in your portfolio screenshots, little videos, little confessions. How are you doing this trading? Little podcast, little video cast, however you want to cast yourself. You know, little action there. This is just like a list of what you are doing. That's not portfolio, sir. That is the planning. Portfolio is what you have done and what happened in that and where you went bloop, 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 and where you survived and where you rose high and all that. You know what I mean? All the masala. Yeah. So as you work more on your portfolio, let's get the masala in, man. What do you say?
Yeah.
Super.
Okay, I think next person can start. Drupad, please start.
Yeah. You can see the screen, right? Can you guys hear me? Yeah. So do I read out the text or? Hello. Yeah. So this is just a little about me, and I'll try to write that I'll try to convey the message that I've just started, and I am still learning, and I don't really know a lot of it, because I believe people have the expectation that the person applying for an internship already knows like a lot of things and is capable of doing significant work, and I don't think I'm ready to do that. So I've just tried to convey that, and also told that I'm focusing on these aspects and I would like to learn about these certain things. Yeah, then I have this. I've written that I learn from doing work, and I've written what all work I can do for the people hiring me for an internship. And then at first I wrote skill set here. I didn't think that was appropriate because I don't really know how to design an ad campaign, and I just had some experience, so that's what I've written. So I've written these three things: graphic design, ad campaigns, and website design. And then I've elaborated on the projects that I've done. So graphic designing, and I just put in my work here, whatever I've designed for the hypothetical companies or for a friend, and just for practice. And this is the ad campaign stuff. I've just put in like a little bit of the planning part. I mean, it's not what we followed, but I thought I'll just put in how we planned the campaign, and then a few screenshots of the Facebook dashboard just to show them that I did it. I don't really have. I think maybe I can add results of the A/B test that we conducted, but I don't know how relevant that would be for the people seeing. And then I have the website project. I've just put in of the website and a few products that I added. And of course, it's not finished. And I also mentioned that I don't know coding yet, which I think is important because when they think website design, people usually think he knows how to code or something along those lines. Yeah. And then this is just the end. Another message about me wanting to learn under them. And yeah, contact details. Yeah, I'm done.
So I
Can I
personally
go to
feel,
that?
yes, sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So if you could go to that ad campaign, that page. So I'm just thinking, as someone who's up reading this for the first time with no understanding, what would help me is you sharing insights as to what came out of the results, rather than sharing the results, what worked for you, what didn't work for you. That analysis would help me assess and understand where you are in terms of your level of understanding, because these screenshots as such don't help me as a person to uh, get an understanding of where are you in terms of your insights. So sharing those insights, in terms of, I'm just thinking blogs or any other format, that would help the reader maybe make more sense of how much you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my quick suggestion is, Drupal, add some videos links about you talking, because I think the persona comes out more beautifully in a video than in the written text, which is what I was suggesting to Eden also.
But
Some reflection, some insight, something, whatever, some videos, your own,
this
whatever.
this
If
will be a
nothing else,
PDF.
sorry?
This is going to be a PDF. So can you add videos
Yes, you
in
can
there?
links, you can add links. Why not?
So,
And if you think that PDF doesn't talk, rethink the medium also. Why it's a PDF? Why can't it be something else?
because I put work into this.
No. I'm just saying as a long-term thing.
Yeah.
It's not something, portfolio is just, you've just started, man.
Yeah.
Also, I had one thought. You said that you didn't want to list down these skill sets. Like, could you write whatever you have done so far, these projects and all that? Like, what is your experience? What are the uh, learnings you learned there in a synopsis kind of thing, like, or introduction? In that, what I learned, or what is my experience, like in brief, so that I get anyone who is reading can get the sense of what all you learned from whatever you have done so far.
Yeah. Okay.
Hari or Aparna. You guys are left. Okay, I'll go next.
Aparna, it's zoomed into happy birthday.
Okay. Okay, fine. So I have just made the one basic draft of different stuff and the main things which I wanted to be in my portfolio, and I haven't really made it appealing, which I have to work on. Yeah. So first is just like one photo of me, and yeah, and next is about me, the different things which I have done and what and all I have explored.
So next is about art, as in what and all I have explored in art, and it's going to be a PDF format. So I wanted this to be the flow of it, and I have some photos which comes after that. And I also spoke a little about the solenoid project. I wanted to add a bit more detailing to it and also some photos to it, and the video which me and Alish are working on. And for the skills, I have added few general skills which I have, and not really domain specific, since I'm not searching any domains for specific internship, and I want to add more to it. It's still not yet done. And about like contacting me, and I also wanted to add my blogs and the documentation which I did every week as a link. So if anybody wants to know more detailed version, they can look into it.
Since you're saying you're not looking for something domain specific, then I think you should need to a little more talk about you as a person, right? What kind of areas, in the sense, not in terms of domains, but what kind of work or what kind of responsibilities you like taking, and what interests you, and what kind other softer things that you have been doing, which skills you think are your strengths, so that people can connect with that and see if yes, you would be an ideal fit for their, let's say, volunteering, if that's what you're planning to do or something like that. In any case, I think that everybody can include, because that persona part is equally important. And I think it is nice to go with one part is professional and one part is you as a person, because you never go just as a professional. You also bring along your own persona.
And I also felt like you could have added your experience of the whole managing the kitchen team, and I mean that what learnings on how it has evolved you. That could be something that seems deeply missing in there. Yeah, the work you did in terms of marketing for Cohort City, all those things.
Plus, Aparna, your electronics piece is missing. Correct?
That's something which I told as solenoid, but I can add more details to it. And about the construction part, as in I've just started exploring it, and it has been since 2 days. So more when I do the work, I thought I can add that also.
Maybe you can just add a sentence about like what kind of construction you would like to do, or like, yeah, like the designs that you have done. If you have not done any, that's fine, but yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And I also wanted to work more on the look part, as in I wanted it to be something which was attractive to a person when somebody sees to it. So
And where did the ART go?
it was there.
No, not as in art. The presentation part of art. PART ka ART. So since the medium is the message, as Shreya was talking about, so bring in that there. The whole thing can be based on art, the whole presentation itself. So while you might not be looking for apprenticeship, it's not about the domain only, it speaks about you.
Yes.
I think we can move on.
Shall I start it? Yeah, shall I start it? So this is my portfolio. It's about me, and I am currently. I realized the importance of good communication skills, and I'm improving my communication along with my learnings. And the skills what want to learn is my first. So this is the first thing: motorcycles and cars. I'll be learning the structure and parts of a motorcycle and car, and basic knowledge of tools, learning electrical wiring, learning mechanics, maintenance, and some other things, researching on different motorcycle models and car models, and learn more about them until I get to work on them, learning about space. And my photography and video editing, that I took a gap for quite some time. I'll continue my photography and learn video editing on other apps like Adobe Premiere Pro, Vegas Pro, and I want to explore some other video apps also. Till now, I worked on FCP Final Cut Pro, and this is my work. What pictures I start to take? Mm, video editing. I'll I'll be editing the small pre-wedding teasers and some short films, making a short film and edit it, motion video and special effects. The work I did so far. So I worked on a RX 135 and checked the problem with electrical wiring. This was the first time that I did. And second thing is, I was observing an old motorcycle, that how was the mechanic working on the motorcycle, and I just asked him that, uncle, how many years experience do you have? And he told me 45 years from now. And after that, this is an bike electrical shop. I also observed an electrician. How is he working on the magnet coil and electrical wiring? Maybe next time I'll make a video about it. I was working on a RX 135. The mechanic has shown me the technique how to drain the excessive engine oil. So these are the notes which I've written. And I have visited to automobile spare parts and market. You can assemble a new bike with the new parts. You can buy it from here. And this is my contact number. I have Facebook and Instagram, and this is my Gmail. And you can please subscribe to my channel. Till now, I didn't post any videos, but one by one, I'll post every video. Da, now you can speak. Right,
wait. Telugu, come on, say it. Wait, Telugu, come on.
Hari, I think I really loved the way you were narrating your story. So you should look. Yeah. I think I would love to see a video from your side in terms of explaining your journey, whatever you've learned, where all you've gone, met people, the whole experience. I think it's flowing good as a story. So
the reason how I met is I was in a
no, don't go into the story now. Yeah. Don't go into the story now. Yeah, but you make a video on it.
Yeah, I'll make.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
I guess you can also add the images of the bikes. You did some sketches or no, you can even maybe add that also.
Okay.
Can I share?
Wait. And also a little more about, as I was telling Drupad, a little more about you as a person. What is it that you like to do, and what is it that you would like to do As in, what kind of internship, what kind of work would you like to do? Not just what you would like to learn, that is one part, but also the learning will come by you doing some work, right? What is it the work that you are ready to do or wanting to do? Throw that out so that people are looking at it in that way. And as suggested, if not in written word, do it in video because you speak well, so you can make it into videos.
Okay, Rakesh. Can I go now? So I didn't add. I just made some basic portfolio of mine. I didn't add more masala and all. Like this is David, my portfolio, and this is like a little about myself.
We can't see.
You can't see. You can see or not?
No, we can't. How do you stop sharing?
We can see what Hari had shared. Yeah, now you share your.
Yeah, this is my portfolio, and I just made some basic level portfolio, and this thing is about myself, what all I did, and my hobbies and my things, and I just added some of my carpentry works here, and I just wrote my skills, what all I learned for the past few years, like 2 months, and about my work, how did I find, what did I do? I just wrote about my works. And this is about my first project. So I just add some details about my struggles and my like all the things which I faced while doing this project. And this is my contact thing. So it's a basic level portfolio. So I didn't add any more things into it.
Maybe you want to share about yourself also.
Hey, David, we want to hear all your stories about how something happened, what broke, what happened, how did you came up with the idea, what all you explored, what's going right, what's going wrong. Come on, there's so many stories. Where are they, man?
Yeah, I will add that. That's what I told you. I just did some basic level, but I will add more to it.
Then
Yeah,
I'll call it portfolio.
Given how much fan following you have on Instagram, please to add all those stories.
You saw that?
David, nothing on your logo designing? Some of the designing work what you've done?
No, I didn't start on that.
Yeah, plus one to that. I was about to ask that. The plus one to what Vinod is sharing. Where are all those designs? Share the designs, share the journey. Whatever you have designed, it doesn't matter what you have designed.
Yeah, I'm just doing a separate portfolio for my designing part.
Yeah, you do it separately, but finally you'll have to integrate them. The portfolio is not about the work. Portfolio is always about you, and those are just parts of you.
Yeah,
And I'm
design only. You're doing a design using carpentry.
Plus one.
Right. And I'm also thinking, like, this is for everyone in terms of like whatever roles you take as part of the community operations, right? Daily functioning in terms of your doing sports, conducting the sports, daily fitness, as in you can share how it's what skills it's helping you build, or what are the learnings or the discomforts you might have had, and how that progress is happening. Progress as in how you are shaping up as an individual when you're taking charge of, let's say, various aspects of the society, of the community. So I guess that all of you can add wherever there's in terms of a learning for you personally.
Anything else you want to share overall about our portfolios or anything?
And
When you will finalize your portfolio?
Friday.
maybe in a week.
Yeah, by this end of the week.
No, I would
Mostly
suggest
Friday,
take the
Saturday.
weekend as well, because I would, even I am thinking that a lot of the professional aspect is coming, but in terms of we are not able to see the individuals that you guys are like. It's just being a lot is being overshadowed by just skills, and even in terms of the structure, all those things you could think a bit more, I guess. But yeah, if you feel by Friday that's doable, we could look at that. Mm.
I'm planning to finish this weekend.
Okay, so shall we conclude for the day? Any other thoughts?
Yeah, some thoughts from Anand and Lakshmi, and who else was Yogi. Just overall on the whole portfolio thing, not on any specific one person. Some thoughts, and then we can close.
Are you sharing this in Discord so that we can look into it more detail?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that like visual, I was attracted more to visual, like as just audience. So if there is like right mix of like as per your what you think right mix of both visuals and text, that would be great. That is my thought. Because visuals it's attractive and it speaks more words than
Anything else or bye?
Yeah, just one thing. Like last week we have spoke about the internship, and we have asked like if the guides have any contacts to in related to any of our branch. Uh, but we didn't get any update. It's okay if some of you guys don't have any contacts, or if you guys don't want to share with us, as Ratnesh was mentioning. It's up to you. That's okay if you don't have or if you don't share, but just update on about it, like if you're searching for it or if you already have something or whatever it is, anything is fine, but just sharing, letting us know would really help. That okay, something is, we'll at least know what's going on. As much as you knowing about what we are doing, I think it's also important for us to know what's going on with what you guys are doing too. And yeah, and other than that, please share contacts if you know, or any other things.
Hey, you guys can also scold us. Huh? Everything need not be a request.
Yes, plus
I was really trying to be much nicer to you guys.
Everybody
I
share all
tried
the
to
contacts
put
you
my
know about
words
internship.
nicer. I thought to start off
Shreya
with I
is
have a
going to
no
be
for
in.
all of guys, but then I went smooth.
Everybody, whoever contact, whatever contact you have about internships, share.
So maybe
Right,
it is the
internship.
information is not in one place exactly what we are supposed to share. So maybe a little snapshot, just a quick list. Okay, this contact, this kind of contact for each individual. What kind of contacts in one list? All of you 7. One little thing, visual or a list in Discord would really help. I'm not saying I will do anything, but I'm thinking it might help.
We'll put that up.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dingy, 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 dingy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Have a good time. Bye. Have a good time.